What's going on, everyone? Austin John Plays here, and this morning we had the Pokemon Presents for August 3rd, and we have a lot of information for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and today we're going to be taking a look at some of the press information and supplemental information and articles to learn more about this before we do a full trailer analysis. With every new Pokemon trailer, welcome back to Austin John Reads. So first we're going to be taking a look as far as a little bit of the story articles that came out, and then to the gameplay articles, and then we're going to be taking a look at the Pokemon that they've released, because there's some fun stuff to go over here. The oldest school in the Paldea region. At the Naranja Academy and the Uva Academy, you can meet new people, new Pokemon, and a new you. In the middle of the city is going to be that giant city which is called Mesagoza. It is there that you'll find a school boasting a history that few other schools do, where people from all sorts of regions come to hone their skills against each other, be it through academics or Pokemon battles. Age is not an issue to enroll for a wide age of groups, from children to adults. They take the same classes, which mostly relate to Pokemon. It seems that there are a few classes that you could take with Pokemon too. I don't know if that's actually relevant to the gameplay or just the lore. In Scarlet Violet, the name of the school, its emblem, its uniforms, and other detail will differ depending on which game version you're playing. So now we have confirmation that if you're playing Scarlet, your team Oranges, and if you're playing Violet, your team Grapes. This legendary, you get to ride a Tron motorcycle, and this one, he just kind of runs and has wheels that don't do anything. I think a lot of people are going to be playing Team Grapes. You set out from school on a grand adventure, the special independent study project, The Treasure Hunt. As the main character of the entire story, you'll be enrolling at the academy. Of course, you will not be alone at the school. You'll also have friends that you could sharpen your skills against, like Nomura, Arvin, and Penny, in addition to unique teachers who will teach you what they know about battling, Pokemon biology, and more. The academy is also where Director Clavel, the director, will give you and your friends an independent study assignment, The Treasure Hunt. Where will you go? Who will you meet? What will you accomplish? Embark on a journey across Paldea to gain new experiences, meet people, and find treasure of your very own. Thank you very much. Okay, we got some people here. There's the same professor, but he wears a different overcoat depending which game you're playing. We got this guy who clearly looks like a professor. Oh, yeah, Clavel and Jock. The director of the academy, since you're a new student, he will teach you many things about the school. I'm pretty sure as the director, his job is to just, be the principal and oversee everything, not directly teach you things, but okay. He could be strict, but he could also be kind. He seems to be a friend of the Professor Seda Orturo. And Jock, Mr. Jock, is your homeroom teacher, and he teaches biology. He is very knowledgeable about Pokemon biology. He's the developer of the Pokedex app for the Rotom phone. We have the Rotom phone being back. He has a slightly airhead side to him, and he sometimes loses himself in his research. Cool. This actually looks like Philly Beats You, if he were to make himself as an avatar playing Sims. The main character's friends, we got this guy with the amazing hair, and this girl with the Gigantamax Eevee bag. Arvin is an upperclassman at the academy. He's good at cooking and is researching healthy recipes that can help Pokemon feel better. He'll be asking you to help him out since he isn't good at Pokemon battles. I have a feeling we're going to be having something similar to the camp mechanic based off of Pokemon Sword and Shield, but also mixed with the ability to just freely throw out your Pokemon from Pokemon Legends Arceus, and then also the cooking. Maybe we learn more new recipes from Arvin. Sounds like it could be a cohesive experience. Penny is in the same grade as you. She has a bit of a shy personality, and for some reason she doesn't come off to the academy very often. She's especially fond of her fluffy Eevee bag and always has it on her back. Mood. Fight alongside friends within the time limit in Tera Raid battles. They're a completely new battle format where you team up with 3 other trainers in order to take on a Terastalized wild Pokemon within a time limit. In Tera battles, you can attack without waiting for other trainers' turns. Oh, thank bejeebus. So it's important that you cooperate with your fellow trainers at a quick pace. The Pokemon that appear in the raid battles are fierce, but you can join forces to prove victorious. You'll be able to attempt a Tera Raid battle by touching the shining crystals. The colors of these crystals correspond to the Tera type of the Tera Pokemon you'll encounter. They almost look like gemstones. Additionally, a sparkling pillar of light will be shooting into the sky above any of these crystals, making them easy to spot at a distance. These are max raid battles. Because this Pokemon has a grass Tera type, the crystal is also the color of the grass type. Okay, here we have a picture of a Marill, who's a water type, but we can see this icon at the top right being the steel icon. This icon being the icon that they introduced in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. So we can see that this is a Marill with a steel type pillar. Even though this is taken at the same Tera as here, I assume it's going to be a lot like the raid dens in Sword and Shield, that it's going to be one static place, and based off of a seed algorithm, it's going to be different Pokemon at different star levels of different Tera types. This battle system has a time limit that allows you to continue attacking seamlessly without having to wait for other trainers to choose their actions. Take on these battles by coordinating with your teammates and by increasing the stats of Pokemon on your side or healing them. NSO is required to play online. Cool. Pokemon that appear in the Tera Raid battles may have a Tera type that differs from their usual types. Like here we have a water type Gardevoir. Expand your options in co-op play by cheering. There are 3 kinds of cheers you can use, and they'll benefit all the allied Pokemon on your side. The 3 effects are boosting attack and special attack, boosting defense and special defense, and healing. Anybody can use these cheers, allowing you to play cooperatively even if your Pokemon hasn't learned any moves to support the other Pokemon. Oh, so like, say for example you have a normal type and they're a ghost type, you can still do something. That's neat. This animation right here is the exact same as it was in the Max Raid dens. It just now seems like we're going to be able to choose what happens, and also possibly if our Pokemon is knocked out, we're going to be able to cheer. We're going to be finding out later. Catch defeated Tera Pokemon. Managing to defeat the Tera within the time limit will undo the Pokemon's transformation, giving you the chance to catch it by throwing Pokeballs. Victories can reward you with many useful items too. This is a Max Raid den. You'll be able to search for allies to join your raid battle, or you can join someone else who is searching for allies for their raid battle. Again, this is a Max Raid battle. Hey, look at this. There's a link code, and if we look at the bottom of this, it's a very avocado quality map. Huh, crazy. I feel so silly that these Pokemon's names literally have Ride-On in the name. So, past ride on and future ride on. Also, he just runs. These wheels don't do anything. Koraidon and Miraidon are full of mystery and said to have the power that far surpasses that of other Pokemon. It seems like they have even more forms than those we've already discovered. These Pokemon are capable of changing their forms to better suit what they're doing or what terrain they're traveling over. And yeah, we see them climbing, and in the trailer we saw them flying. Ride these legendary Pokemon to embark on an unrestricted adventure. I also just want to say, I'm happy that we're going to be able to use the legendary Pokemon for something other than, you know, the last few battles of the game or post-game like it was in Sword and Shield, but to be actually to constantly have them alongside of us, the level of bonding you're going to be able to have with this legendary Pokemon, unsurpassed. Ride your legendary Pokemon to traverse the expanse Paldea Region and explore every nook and cranny together. Sprint through plains and deserts, move across water, scale cliffs, cross hills, and glide off peaks. So not flying, gliding.
That wasn't flying, that was falling with style.
Enjoy a fresh and liberating adventure that only an open world can provide. Meet a variety of people and Pokemon alongside your legendary journey and seek out the mysteries that await you. Cool. Oh, sprinting build / drive mode. Traveling through Paldea on foot can be quite the hassle if you learn how to ride sprinting build Koraidon or drive mode Miraidon. You'll be able to traverse the expansive Paldea region more freely and at full speed. It may look like a motorcycle, but it just runs. It is a motorcycle. The swimming build / aquatic mode, aka surf. On your adventure, you'll be able to jump into rakes, levers, and vibrant oceans to approach Pokemon using the swimming build Koraidon or aquatic mode Miraidon. He just runs, he literally drives on water. The gliding build. This is the gliding build Koraidon and the glide mode Miraidon. I get it. Same word, build versus mode. And that's all we saw for now. They're not telling us the name of the climbing build or the climbing mode, which I assume is climbing build climbing mode. What is the Terastal Phenomenon? The phenomenon is found only in the Paldea region and makes Pokemon shine and glimmer like gems. When a Pokemon terastalizes, a Tera Jewel appears above the Pokemon's head like a crown, and the Pokemon's body glistens like a cut gemstone. It is said that the Terastal energy that seeps from the ground of the Paldea region is evolved in the phenomenon. Many details remain unclear, but Seda and Turo are researching this mystery. I also love that for the fire one, it's a chandelier. For the water one, it's a fountain. For the normal one, it's a normal gem. Yeah, big fan of this. I just wish that, you know, they did a little bit more with the lighting. Maybe like when you have the red, there would be sort of a red LUT going on to give everything a little bit more color. Because this seems very bright. Why would this light not transfer other places? Know what I mean? Master Terastalizing and dominate Pokemon battles. All Pokemon can Terastalize. Cool. What would Ditto Terastalize for? First, each Pokemon has a Tera type. A Pokemon's Tera type is inactive until the Pokemon Terastalizes, at which time the Pokemon's type will change to its Tera type. Oh, your Pokemon's type will change. It's not adding additional stab or anything else like that. It seems like you're gonna lose your weaknesses. Oh, didn't the card game do this? Whoa, what were those called? Deltas. These are deltas, but it's like a temporary delta. Okay. For example, some Eevee will have a normal Tera type, but some will have a flying Tera type. Yeah, it seems like the Tera type is not directly linked to the species, just that individual Pokemon itself, know what I mean? There are 18 Tera types, meaning that there are countless combinations of Pokemon and Tera types. There's a very countable number. If we were to open up a calculator, what is it right now? 920 species times 18 different types, that's 16,560 different types of Pokemon with Tera types. Got it. I mean, this also wasn't including different forms and stuff, but you get the point. When to activate the special transformation and the combination of Pokemon and Tera types you choose are all up to you. I wonder if you're going to be able to change the Pokemon's Tera type, or maybe you're going to hunt them all and then in the first DLC you're going to be able to change it like it was with the G-Max factors. You can Terastalize a Pokemon once per battle, and the transformation will last until the battle ends. When a Terastalized Pokemon uses a move that matches its Tera type, and at least one of its original types, the boost to the move's power will be even greater. Oh, okay, I get it now. You have Eevee with a water Tera type, right? And if he knows a water type move, he now gets the 1.5 stab. But here we have Lilligant, and Lilligant has a grass Tera type. So its grass move is gonna be stab, and then also boosted by Tera, so its stab will be ×2. So it's your option if you wanna add another type onto that for that additional stab, or if you wanna boost your current stab to ×2. That's interesting. You'll need a Tera Orb to Terastalize a Pokemon. Only select trainers in the region are allowed to carry this special item. I assume you get it at the very beginning of the game. Once you Terastalize a Pokemon, your Tera Orb will lose all of its Terastal energy, and you won't be able to use it again until it's been recharged. You could charge your Tera Orb if you touch crystals overflowing with Terastal energy or go to a Pokemon Center. Oh. So you're not going to be able to just willy-nilly throw this out and Terastalize every single time that you want. Instead, I mean, you can, but you have to go out of your way for it. So it's kind of like Dynamaxing and Gigantamaxing, which were only at specific battle arenas in the game, and then also in the max raid dens. So it seems like it's the exact same thing now, except if you want to do it again, you just go to a Pokemon Center heal up. That's neat. All right, let's talk about the co-op options here. You can cooperate to beat Tera Pokemon in Tera Raid battles, and sometimes even testing your skills against each other so you could battle each other too. Additionally, with the new Union Circle feature at the Poke Portal, you and up to 3 friends can adventure together in the same space, cheering each other on as you battle wild Pokemon or showing each other Pokemon that walk alongside you. So you're going to be able to have your one following Pokemon, right? And then you're going to see all 4 of them. That's neat. Now, something else that I'm realizing here is adventure together in the same space. There is a map that was released, and I'm going to be going over this map in very great detail, because good golly gosh, this is the entire world. This is part of the press release information. It might also be on the website. If I were to zoom in here, you're gonna notice that coming out of the main town, you're gonna have this one path coming up, Pokemon Center along the way, 2 of these lookout towers, a path down here to a very rough, made area, and then right to the town. However, it looks like because of this mountain pass, this is one cut-off area, or perhaps it includes this town and this area going up until this sort of flag checkpoint. I'm starting to think that you have to, I don't know, maybe complete the one gym before you come here or something else. Because it seems like this area is sectioned off, and then if we continue up, you're going to see these purple ones up here. This area is sectioned off. So is this one adventuring area, or is this an in-game checkpoint that you have to achieve a certain something before you do it? I'm not really too sure. It would make sense that, you know, there's not a lot of point of you have one person here, and two people on the left side of the map all doing a co-op because, you know, you're not really doing anything. And at the Poke Portal, there are two features that allow you to join trading link trades, and surprise trades are back, yay! And maybe it's gonna be in the base game, unlike it was with Pearl Diamond Shiny Pearl. A link trade lets you trade with a specific person. A surprise trade is anyone in the world. You don't know what you're gonna get. Cool. Oh! You'll be able to have Pokemon battles with other trainers. There are many battle formats, not just singles and doubles? Or are they talking about like the rule sets? I'll have to wait and see. Now, with that map, the reason I'm thinking they're not actually checkpoints is because here they're talking about the open worldness of it. There is no set path. You can go to whichever gym you want to challenge in the order you desire, which sounds very helpful for nuzlocking. And as they said in the trailer, there are 3 grand stories. Furthermore, there are 2 other grand stories besides your pursuit of becoming a champion, and many trials and tribulations await you. Oh, it sounds like there's gonna be one story that involves the right half of the map and one story that involves the left half of the map. There are 4 gyms on the right side of the map, 4 gyms on the left side of the map. I've already found all the gyms. They look like this building right here. And there are 4 on the left side, 4 on the right side. So it kind of sounds like there's only 2 stories. There's the right side story, the left side story, and then the combined story of doing all the different gyms. I'm starting to think that's the direction that they're going with this. You could really go back and forth with all 3 stories, allowing you to adventure and develop the way you wanted to. Some may want to reach the rank of champion and rush through the gyms, while others might want to explore their adventure at their leisure. That's me. At times searching for Pokemon or meeting all sorts of people. Everybody can experience the game the way they want to. Being able to make your very own story is one of the hallmarks of Pokemon Scarlet Violet. Oh. Story 1 is doing the gyms, symbolized by this icon here. Story 2 probably has to do with the quote-unquote evil team who have this sick dope lowrider over here. And story 3 has to do with this crazy looking plant. So maybe one is the gyms, one is like the story of the game, and one is like Pokedex completion, other stuff. So literally they're like traditional Pokemon, what we tried to do in Sword and Shield, and what we did in Legends Arceus. The Paldea Region has the Pokemon League and a special class of pro rank Pokemon trainers who achieve the champion rank. Oh. These trainers have grown their Pokemon to be able to dazzle audiences with their skills in battle. There are many people who were champions. Okay. There are facilities called gyms in many towns, and the leaders of these gyms are awaiting the challenge of trainers like you and your friends. There's no set path to the gyms. You could purposefully seek out stronger gym leaders, or you could simply stop by a gym that happens to be located in the town you came across on your journey. This time, you get to plot your very own path along Victory Road. If you beat all 8 gyms spread across the region and collect their badges, you'll be able to take on a special test called the Champion Assessment. If you successfully pass the assessment, your strength will be acknowledged and you will be given the champion rank, making you an object of admiration for trainers. Cool. In Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, you can now make changes to your character's eye shape, mouth shape, and more to look the way you want to. Okay, the shape, and of course, you know, the colors and stuff. That's, you know, we're starting to move up on customization, okay. And it's always a school outfit. Always a school outfit. And cool accessories. Koraidon Miraidon, let's take a look at them. I've already read this entire article. I've also read this article. Okay, that brings us to this screen with gameplay. I think this is just the old page. There's nothing new on here. And the last thing for us to take a look at is the Pokemon roster. We've already checked out Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxley. Koraidon, does it have anything else written here? Nope, nothing new. Cetitan is the Tera Whale Pokemon, pure ice type. 1.5 thousand pounds. It has Thick Fat and Slush Rush. Cool. Fidough is adorable. Also, he's doughy. I get it. The puppy Pokemon, he's a fairy type. Okay, and ability is own tempo. Also, when Fidough walks out, you hear the little bloop, 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 bloops. Love that. Paldean Wooper. Paldean Wooper. I'm often going to be saying Paladin. He is the poison fish Pokemon. He is poison and ground. He has poison point and water absorb. And oh, a water absorb ground type. I just realized something. He looks like poop colored now, so now he's a poopa woopa. Anything on the press site that's really noteworthy on here? Pre-order bonus is a Pikachu that has flying type as its Tera type. If you use mystery gift feature before Pokemon Day 2023, you get it. Players who download the digital version of Scarlet Violet from the eShop before Pokemon Day 2023, you get a serial code for an adventure set with potions, full heals, revives, ethers, 1 rare candy, and 1 nugget. A special bonus for purchasing the double pack, you receive 2 codes, 1 per game, that reward you 100 Pokeballs. Okay, and that was it from the press site. There was a bunch of images. Let's take a look there. That is a cool image. This is more than a 4K render of flying Pikachu. That's pretty dope. I might make that a wallpaper. I have tall monitors. Hoopa Woopa. I think I'm gonna make an entire video dedicated to this map. There is far too much for me to go over to throw it here at the end of this video. And here we have some in-game screenshots. You can tell because they're so low resolution. We have our first look at the in-game map. So this is the town that you're gonna be starting in. And then this is presumably where you're going to be learning how to battle Pokemon. Here's a Pokemon battle area. Then you're going to take the Poco Path up the Inlet Grotto. And just north of here is going to be where you're going to be going to the big old town, right? It would also appear that there is a mini map. I saw this in an official image and I'm not too sure where it came from. Okay, real quick though, this Pokedex screen is a work of art. It's like a full pamphlet, and especially, hang on, wait, no, the next one right here, the full Pokedex screen. This looks like a record collection or a pamphlet collection, and I love this. It would appear as though these are like pre-made images. There's no camera feature to take your own, or at least, you know, it doesn't seem that way at time of recording, or maybe it's one stock image that you could replace. Wishful thinking here, but this looks so cool. Like, heck, I might even just make this myself for my room for this release. It's simple, it's clean, I love it. I love it so much. And this definitely leaves room on this top shelf for different regions, for different Pokedexes, for the DLC. Think about that. Here we have a really good look at the UI. I love the rectangles, rounded corners. I love the gradient on the selection triangle. How the Pokemon that you're going to be battling against has just, you know, this nice little health above its head. Big font, nice and easy to see. Presumably, we're also going to be able to rotate the camera inside a battle, and there's not going to be that much of a segue or no segue between battling and just adventuring in the overworld like there was in Legends Arceus. It is pretty much confirmed at this point that to catch wild Pokemon, you do have to enter this battle screen. They're not going to be having the stealth mechanics or anything else like that from Legends Arceus. Well, all right, that was a bunch of stuff from the press site. Learned a bunch, learned proper terminology. Definitely want to make one dedicated video to that map. That map has so many details. It's like, it is, I'm pretty sure it's more than like a 4 or 5K image. It's massive. First, we're going to be doing the full analysis of the video with everything that we've seen so far. So that's going to be coming up next. I'm going to get these out today for you guys. So happy about this. Listen, it's new gen time. New gen, there's nothing better than the feeling of the new generation. Know what I mean? All right, till next time, Austin John out.